and I think they are roughly 45-46%, both Muslim as well as Christians. The point is that recent past, Ajit, we have seen the Christians fighting the Muslims also. All this love jihad and some disparaging words were used, Chris Sanghis, and they are saying that, they're talking about the drug cartel, everything. So, the outrage towards Christians, the outrage towards Muslims, but like Mr. Thampu said, was talking about the Christian leadership. But if you look at these two blocks, they also seem to be fighting in a very big fashion, which is a recent phenomenon, would you say?
Right. So, referring to what Mr. Thampu also said, I think there is some bit of truth in what he said, is that what the leadership thinks and what the people there in Kerala think, there may be some amount of variance. But then we'll have to go further, deeper into it to understand what's happening, right? So, the younger lot, the youngsters in the Christian community, in my assessment, they are much more now open to try and experiment with other political parties, notably the BJP.
All right.
Because what was the generally the binary there, and the Congress and the Christian community particularly, they have always been voting for the Congress mostly, right? Now, now because there's also a political vacuum there in terms of leadership of the Christian community there, because K.M. Mani, who was one of the tallest leaders, passed away. Oman Chandi is not keeping left. Yeah. So who is going to lead the community to the high table in terms of power and sharing of power? That is one of the fundamental things. Now, coming to what you just referred to us and asked me about in terms of the whole love jihad and the Muslim versus Christian thing, the numbers that we see, where like Muslims are around 26% and Christians are 18%. This is from 2011.
All right.
Right. So we are in 2023.
Yes.
My assessment is that as of now, Muslim community would be easily over 30%, because even in 2011, the relative percentage of growth in terms of population from 2001 to 2011, Muslims population had grown by 12%, while the Hindu population was around 3%, 4%.
But tell me something, as someone who is representing the BJP today, Kerala BJP, what is it that you feel the Christian community in toto requires in Kerala? I mean, what is this thinking that you have about trying to engage yourself with this particular community?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, this is to set the narrative right for one. One is to set the narrative right that we are a monolith party and we are anti-Christian or anti-Muslim. That's the first, objective of this entire outreach. And the second thing which I would like to say in your channel is that when we also did a lot of outreach to various homes, and we were welcomed very warmly by the Christian homes. They were not any big, great leaders, or they were just ordinary people who welcomed us with a lot of love.
But that is what we are all about. You come to my home, I go to your home. We say, please welcome. But that is no indication of acceptance also, no, Vinita? So I want to know some concrete plans.
Across homes and across, the districts, the welcoming was there for the BJP, and we heard the accounts of the people as well, saying that, the BJP should come, Modi government should come here, they should make a difference in the state, just like you did in the Northeast. The kind of developments that you brought in Northeast is amazing. So we want that kind of development to come in Kerala, but we are scared. We are scared to come out of the stereotype. We are scared to come out of what we have been doing for years and years together, voting for the UDF or the LDF. So the vote share of the BJP also, if you see, has been increasing.
Do you think that the BJP is still floundering as to how to handle this community? I mean, there is nothing wrong with politics. I mean, you are wooing, you want to expand your, vote base. But do you think they've got the arithmetic and also the chemistry right here?
The BJP is in a catch-22 situation. It built up its national fortunes through what is outright an anti-minority, communal, majoritarian political agenda. Of that, there can be absolutely no doubt, because that was what even L.K. Advani said. Now, that remains etched in the minds and memories of people, not only in the north, but also in the south. Now, when it comes to the south, Suddenly, without any change in ideological positions, the BJP wants to reconfigure itself as a pro-minority community, and as the spokesperson from the party said, we visit the houses of Christians and Muslims, and USA anchor quite rightly said that's very condescending. It's very condescending, to tell you the truth. You see, the point is, please understand that it insults the dignity of a Christian and a Muslim in Kerala for the BJP to assume that Prime Minister Modi, for whom I have great personal admiration, distributes all kinds of, crumbs. We do this charity, political charity, that charity, and therefore, irrespective of the serious threats and focal points of insecurity that these two religious communities are forced to face, they should somehow may make a beeline before BJP. I can't think of an assumption more stupid than this. And I'm sorry I have to put it in this manner. Unless and until BJP recognizes that there is a frontal contradiction between its communal posturing at the national level and its pro-secular posturing in Kerala, minority wooing, pro-religiously secular. I mean, there's a glaring contradiction which is not lost on the educated public of Kerala. I can say one thing for the sake of the BJP representative. If the BJP wants to gain grounds in Kerala, it can do so. Why? Because there is a very considerable political vacuum existing in Kerala at the moment. I will not go into the details of it. How to take advantage of this? Just one thing is required. Only one thing.
Right.
If Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on his visit to Kerala 24th, 25th, visiting or sitting with 9 prominent Christian bishops who, according to BJP, represent the conscience of Kerala Christians. If the Prime Minister can make one statement, and that is, the ideological position adopted from the time of Veer Sarwarkar's Hindutva, continuing through a bunch of thoughts by Golwalkar, the idea that Muslims and Christians who have their Pitrabhumi and Punyabhumi outside of the territorial limits of India are not eligible for citizenship in this country, that negative notion stands revoked. If the Prime Minister can make an unambiguous statement to this effect, I can tell you that the people of Kerala would welcome the BJP to an unprecedented extent, an
Right,
extent
Mr.
that would exceed the expectations of the BJP.